caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Sim. It is a beautiful Sunday morning here in Santa Rosa, California. We will be taking our little beechcraft Duke up to Redding, California. Local time is about 10 a.m. 10 a.m. on the dot actually. And yeah, it's just us today. We're going to go and hop in the aircraft and start with the procedures. So if I just pull up my checklist over here. Cabin door and escape hatch and baggage are secured. Doors closed back there. Center gravity and weight, it's just me today and we are within limits. Flight controls, free and correct. Let's just make sure my desk is clear over here. Oops. There we go. Seatbelts and harnesses fastened. I'm on the floor. We're all good. Parking brakes set. Circuit breakers over here. Everyone is in. Pitot-static is on normal. Cabin temp mode is off. Fuel shut off. RPMs are on high. Landing gear lever is down. Lights are off except for the beacon. We keep the beacon on to let people know that we're in here as soon as the battery goes on. Our left sub panel switches are all off. With that, we are ready for engine startup. So battery on. Make sure the aircraft comes to life, which it does. Annunciator check. All the lights come on. Pretty Christmas tree, that's good. Let's see, fuel selectors left and right are both on, which they are. Engine fuel engine fuel pressure annunciators check illuminated, which are right there. They're both on. Then we're going to go and turn on the pumps. It's on, that goes out. Same with the second one. It is on, light goes out. Fuel pressure right there is in the green. Yeah, fuel pressure. I thought that was fuel pressure. Fuel pressure's in the green. We're not overcharging the battery. Next page. Right engine start. Alright. Right ignition on. E-starter on. Now we're going to wait for the NG to hit 12% before we introduce the fuel. There it is. We're going to go ahead and we're going to guard the condition lever just in case if we need to cut the engine. Right now we're watching the NG rise. The temperature should hit a max of 1090 degrees Celsius, which we're nowhere close, so that's good. Up there, I mean. The ITT. NG drops down to about 52, 53%, 54.5 is good enough. And with that, we can go and put the ignition onto auto, turn on the right generator, check the load, it's 0.25, which is good. Turn the gen off, and now we're going to do right ignition on, starter on. Same thing, we're going to wait for 12%. There it is. Match those up, and we're going to guard it just in case if the engine explodes and we need to cut fuel flow. Watching the engine instruments. NG should drop down back down to around 55, 56, just like the right engine. This matches up. It's a good start. So we're going to go and check the left generator down here. It's still at 0.25, and match it with the right generator. Oops. Oh, auto. Then we're going to go the inverters to minimum, or MN, master switch on for the avionics. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the engine startup. Next, lights. Right away the beacon on, it's going, throw on the nav as well. Avionics master's on, lights on. Radios and transponder, let's go and turn those guys on down here. Continue. Oh, that's loud. And we're going to key in our flight plan down here. So we're going to go Santa Rosa, direct just north here to a fix called Gear.
System test okay.
Whoa. We're going to go up north to a point called Geeter. Right there. And then we're going to hop on an airway. The Victor 25 to Red Bluff. which is all the way down here. Red buff. We're gonna load, then we're gonna go to Reading Airport. That's all set. We're not gonna use any instrument approaches today since we're pretty much, which reminds me, let's go and see if the ATIS information has updated. It has. So it looks like right now winds are variable at 3, which means we can use, I believe it's 1-4, which is right there. Visibility 10 statute miles, clear skies, altimeter 3008. We're going to punch that in there. Oh, and all the weather I'm getting is from aviationweather.gov. So it's the real deal, not the sim. Come on. No other way. Oh, that's how to do it. 3008 in there. Flip that to the map. Next we're going to turn on the taxi light so the people on the ramp know we're about to start rolling. And release the parking brake, and let's get started. I believe for the sake of keeping this video short, I'm going to go and fast forward through this taxiing part to the run-up section. So yeah, I'll see you in just a minute in the run-up. Alright everyone, welcome back. I just pulled into position in the run-up area, and we're going to go and get started with our run-up checklist just before we get out of here. I was correct, this is runway 14 that we are going to go ahead and use. So let's see, before takeoff run-up checklist, parking brake set, fuel pump test. This is always a bit tricky. Pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to check the fuel pumps, and we're going to make sure the annunciators, the annunciator lights do stuff. So we're going to do right pump, off, light goes off, pump back on. Just like that. Same thing to the left, light goes off, flip it back on. Fuel selectors cross feed for 15 seconds. While that does that, we're going to go and go to the next thing, pressurization. We're only going to go up to 7,500 today. So set that right there. Autopilot, let's go to yaw damper. Set this to 7,500 correction. Arm the vertical speed, we're going to climb there. Since it's just me, we're going to get there fast, so we're going to climb at 3,000 feet per minute. Autopilot off, throw on the nav. That's about 15 seconds, so it's fuel sectors back onto on. Let's see, trim tab, 10%. Oh, can't see it. Trim tab, 10%. Flaps, we don't need any flaps today. Flight controls, once again, make sure nothing's hitting anything, which it's not. Did my flight yoke get removed? That's okay. Run up, alright, we're going to do RPM to 1900. Let's see if I can get it on the dot this time. I'm close. Too much, too much. That's good enough, I guess. ITT and torque, they are both in the green. ITT, we're going to monitor that since it is a bit hotter today. Gyro pressure over here. It's right in the middle where we want it. And we're going to exercise the prop governor. I don't think this is the prop governor. Oh well. And this is the prop lever. Oh well. No, this is the governor. Oh, this is embarrassing. Yeah. Back down to idle. I'm pretty sure someone will rag on me about that. Let's get our yokes back. Oh, this is the actual local time. That's cool. Yeah, it is 10:09. Well, it's actually 10:11 right now, but whatever. Props, check feathering. And then back up. That's good. Annunciators often consider we just have the fuel pumps on, which is okay. Engine condition instruments, green, 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 green. We're gonna monitor the right because I've had some issues with the right temperature getting too high and the pressure getting too high during the takeoff run. With that transponder on, it's going through an Unicom into here. 1, 2, 2.8. We are offline, so this doesn't really matter, but it's for someone's sake. Ice protection off, strobes on, as well as our landing. We're gonna get all lit up. Parking brakes release, and let's get out of here. During takeoff, ignition and enunciators, we're going to check extinguish, which they should remain extinguished like right now. Engines, we're going to monitor the limits, and we're going to rotate just above 90 knots. Runway's clear, finals clear. Good. If there was an aircraft, that'd be kind of awkward because AI traffic is turned off right now. Alright, verify this is runway 14, which it is on the GPS. And let's get here. .90 knots. Rotate. There you're off the ground just like that. Pause your brake, you're up. Look at that. We are off the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the checklist. After takeoff, landing gear up, flaps up, which is good. Alright, passing 1300, so let's go ahead and start our right turn ahead on course. Just like we're flying a normal pattern, but we're just a bit higher than usual. And we'll proceed with the climb checklist. So engine power set, we don't need it full throttle right now. Prop set, prop synchronizer is on. Just to keep our nose up. Fly a little bit of a base here, and then continue. Let's go ahead and open up the oil door since we are on a max climb departure right now. And that is the after takeoff checklist. I'm not going to throw on the autopilot just yet. I'm not a big fan of it. I like to fly the airplane. There's the runway that we took off down there. I always find it amusing how whenever I do a departure and I do a 180 turn back across the airport, I can see how high I've climbed in the short distance I am in reference to the runway. I always find that kind of cool. Alright, making our way towards the flight plan. So we want to climb it around 3,000 feet. We can go and close our oil door since we aren't in a max climb anymore. Passing 6,000, we have 1,500 feet to go. 1,500, pardon again. Look at that, I think we're going to hit our cruise altitude as we cross over the airport again. Huh. It's kind of cool. We're going to throw on autopilot. .500 feet to go. Let's go and turn off our landing light as well as our taxi. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, 1,500 feet that we just blew through. And we are pretty much abeam the airport right now. That is crazy. I'm going to bring back the engine power just a little bit. We don't need all this power. There you go. Actually, let's see. Yeah, it's okay. So with this, once again, to keep the video short, I'm going to go on and cut this part, and I'm going to do the boring stuff. But for you, you're going to be cheesily transferred into when we're about 20 to 30 nautical miles out from our top of descent. So until then, hang tight, and I'll see you in a second. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Right now we are about a minute and a half out from our top of descent. Hashtag continuity errors. I was dumb enough and didn't check our terrain clearance, and 7500 wasn't going to clear us from a certain little mountain, so I had to climb up to 9500. Good tip for all pilots: check your terrain before you go flying. Anyways, yeah, right now skies are clear. I bet you I can probably, see Reading out there. But right now, as far as weather at Reading, it's winds 350 at 10 knots, so pretty much slight winds are pretty much right down the runway with the 10-degree ish crosswind, you could say. And altimeter is the same, 3008. Temperatures are nice, warm, 24 degrees Celsius. So pretty much what I did with the VNAV, since we don't have a target altitude, I set the altitude to be 1,500 feet, 5 miles out from the airport, which we can go and start our way down right now. That way we're pretty much at traffic pattern altitude when we're on a final approach. So set the target to 1,500, and it should have us go down at 1,500. Back to the descent checklist. Pressurization. Target altitude plus 1,500 on outer scale. So we're going to set this to 2,000 feet. Where did, oh, there it is. This way. And that's decreasing. I don't know if that's normal or not. I guess it is, I don't know. I don't know much about pressurization and such. Right now, crossing over Red Bluff Airport. For my cross country, I flew over to Chico, which is out there a little. Can I see Chico from right here? No. But yeah, I flew out to Chico. That was one hell of a story. That was quite interesting, my first cross country. Anyway, go back to our map. Yep, there we go. We're pretty much straight in. We're gonna go and also go visual. No instrument approach today. Peach tea, best stuff in the world. Anyway, I think also to keep this part a little bit short, I'm going to go and not cut it, but go and fast forward it to when we're a bit lower. So just give me a quick second. Alright, hello again. Right now we are passing 3,000 feet. Yep, airport's right there, so pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to make a little bit of a, maybe a little bit of a base turn, and then head straight for runway 34. So with that, let's see, before landing checklist, pressurization, 0 differential pressure. I think it's down here. Yeah. Oh, that's that. Oh, okay. So 0.25 and descending, so that's going down. That's going to set this to sea level, or 1,000 feet, which is the altitude of the airport. That's going to continue down to 0.0. Prop synchronizer, so that off. Let's go and slow down as we approach the runway. Flaps approach, max approach speed is 174. And we're going to slow down to that and then gear down. It's also 174 knots. I'm gonna go and throw off the autopilot. The PAPI system has picked us up and looks like we're a bit low, so we're gonna go and level off right here. Yeah, this is again. A little bit of a turn towards the runway. I bet ATC in real life they'd probably vector us for either a final approach from red left or a little bit of a base turn right here. This is okay. Looks like we're a bit high. It's going to slow down. We're high and fast. We gotta fix this. 160. Let's go and deploy first notch of flaps. There's the runway. I want to keep the runway in sight. This strut keeps blocking it. So looks like 120 is our approach speed, so that's what we're going to maintain right now. Once we are over the runway lead-in lights right there, we're going to slow down to 100 knots. Here we're on final approach, so we're going to go and turn on our taxi light. I usually do that just to tell myself that we were clear to land. I know some people in the airlines do it. I like to do it too while I'm just flying in general. Let's get down to 120 knots. A little bit of upwards trim. Let's go and drop the gear. Probably a bit late for that, if that's okay. Next notch of
500.
flaps. Oops. There's our 100 knots. We're going to try to maintain that all the way down to the runway. Let's go. Oh, that's good. I thought we had one more notch of flaps, but apparently that was it. Gentle corrections. We're very close to the runway, so we don't want to make any radical movements. Well, not radical, but impulsive. Alright, right now we're going to aim for the end of the runway. Slowly bring the power back to idle. Let the nose, raise the nose. Get our right wing down a little. Touchdown. Throw in the reversers. We're going to pull back on the yoke, use aerodynamic braking. Careful not too fast, for our front nose will go back up. 40 knots, cut the reverse thrust. And there you go. We're going to exit off of this runway. I believe this is 1-2 we're going to hop off of. And it's going to clean up. Flaps up. Land light off. Strobe off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Redding, California. Is there a taxi right there? Yeah, there is. Okay, sorry. I was confused for a second there. Yes, it's runway 12. Right now local time is 10:54, so pretty much a 55 minute flight. It's pretty good. We had a nice tailwind all the way up there. We were about 12 knots faster over the ground than we were in the air, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see. After landing in taxi lights as required, we just have the taxi on, landings off, ice protections off, flaps are up, transponder to standby, strobes off. There we go. We're going to go ahead and pull into the FBO over here. I forgot the name. I think it's Redding FBO. I forgot the name of it, but we'll see in a second. Air Shasta, all their helicopters with the tours up to Mount Shasta. I don't know if you saw it during the approach, but Mount Shasta was the huge mountain in the background. Redding Jet Center, that's what it was called. Well, they're gonna have a prop today. a turboprop. Let's go and clear this Mustang. That's not Mustang, is it? I don't know. Careful of the big old Gulfstream. I'm pulling right here. Keep on our side of the cone. Careful, pedestrian. Alright, and go and stop right here. I'll be taking her up in just a minute, so I'm going to face her this way. Now, with the shutdown checklist, parking brakes off, GPS off, inverter off, avionics master off, temp mode off, battery charged, which it is. ITT below 650 for a minute. It's been under 650 since we pulled off the runway. Ignition switches are off. Start and gen switches off. Ignition levers cut. Props, we're going to feather them. And when the NG is under 10%, like right now, we're going to turn off the fuel pumps. DC volt load. It's not too high. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, battery off. That was a pretty good flight. Nothing too strange happened. I should have checked the terrain clearance before we left, but that's okay. Everything went well. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'm glad I'm finally back. And I guess until next time, see you around.